First of all, I want y'all to realize I could have reviewed any album, but this album right here, yo, Blxst, never even heard of him. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce his name, but a friend of mine put me onto him. Shout out to Lerm. Honestly, this is probably the best R&B album that I've heard in a long time, like a very long time. And I only say that because so many records on this album are super replayable. It's so catchy. The lingo, the way the dude expresses himself, wow. Like, I've been blown away re-listening to this album. And like I said, I could review anything, but this one really has been resonating with me. And typically, I like to review things and listen to them on the spot, like as I'm discovering it with you guys. But it's not often that I'm like consistently replaying an album that I just discovered. The point is, I've already heard it and it's amazing. So I'm going to show you why I love it so much. It's super melodic, well thought out. Blxst knows what he wants to do with his sound, and it's extremely admirable. If I had to compare it, Blxst gives me vibes of like Jidena and an early Bobby Valentino kind of combined into one. If they had a baby. And to be honest, he also reminds me a lot of Don Toliver in the sense of his branding is not really on par with the way he looks. You wouldn't expect him to look the way he does, which is like just an average laid back guy, which is like a Don Toliver vibe. Your style is just whatever. I think his music really kind of alludes to him trying to be that person, despite the little levels of fame this guy is achieving. A lot of the things that he's saying on this project feel vaguely relatable, and it's so nice. Anyways, enough talking. First of all, this intro, Sky Lounge music.
Before you go, sit down, just level with me. You said we forever, but now it's whatever.
What? Wow. If the intro couldn't be more perfect, the segue into the first like real track, it's like a tape cassette just started, never was wrong. Wow, he's like throwing you back. Damn, Blxst makes you wonder, what generation are you from? Because are you older than me or not? His feelings, crazy. I just love how laid back this sounds. This is like a jazz instrumental, and the modern lingo makes it all the more enjoyable. He's not trying to like really be too singy on the record, and that's what I love about this. I think these two songs, specifically Never Was Wrong, is the first one, or is the main reason I got into the entire project. That's how impressed I was with this first record. I had to keep listening. Last thing I'll say is the idea of we can get back like I never was wrong. So smooth. Like, just say sorry and let's make up already. So smooth. I don't know how else like to say that. Super creative. About You. Track 2. The flow on this. The melody of this.
I need you to be about we. Now don't say it to sound cool.
All right. Forget the verses. His verses are always great and well delivered. He's telling you, I'm about you, and I need you to be about we. Clever. Super soft and well spoken. And the melody, like I said, just lay back. I need you to be about we. Like, what? It's like such a seductive, laid-back, jazzy project. I don't know how else to explain it, but I like the vibe and happy love etiquette that this like introduces. I'm gonna keep it real. Fake Love in LA though, it's probably my least favorite record. So I'm gonna go to the next one.
Girl, the history we got ain't no mystery, so stop it.
All right. Honestly, Pick Your Poison felt like his most lazy song. Like, he didn't really care about this one, and that's fine. I'm not gonna hate. It's still a good song. It just feels very extremely effortless. like this is what he does when he's given something that's just whatever. The fact that he had a Rick Ross feature, honestly, couldn't wait for it. Record, Rick Ross, didn't expect the feature. I'm a huge Ross fan, but I could have done without this one. But I admire the attention it's gonna bring to the project. Kind of in the same sense that Kendrick is bringing all that attention to Blxst right now. Blew me away seeing that feature on the Kendrick record. But the hook on this is great, right? We're not gonna take that away. The concept, running out of pain storage, clever. I like it. But it's just not the most memorable Ross feature, but I can respect it and I love to see it regardless. It's cool. I can't hate.
City on lock, they like when he gon' drop.
Still on My Way is extremely underrated because it's a little too pop for my taste. Maybe even this should probably be the radio record if we're keeping it real, because it's kind of like happy-go-lucky, and you don't get these kind of records very often. This one's a little more hopeful in terms of like the feeling, the vibe, the drive on it. He's telling you he's still on my way. Top doesn't look too far. A little gospel vibe on it. The singing, I don't mind this one. The lyrics are pretty tight. I actually enjoy the verses more than the hook, and the hook is actually good. As you keep listening to this, you start to realize he's known for the hooks. Now this next one, Keep Coming Back, probably might be my favorite. First of all, this sample, this guitar, sick.
You keep coming back. 1942 just hitting different tonight. Been dealing with your feelings out the end of your life. I've been missing, time been ticking, but I'm getting it right. Your attention is pure. Every single minute you missing it more. That's why you keep coming back.
Yo, nasty. Like, favorite. Love making record. Woo, this is it. What is this? Where are you at, Blxst? Where are you writing this record? I need to know. Like, is this while you making love or like after? Because wow, dude, mind blown. This is so beautifully written. It's one of those records that I wish I wrote, and I don't say that often. How do you not send this to someone you love and be like, for you, or just listen? It's great. I'm just so impressed by this record. Honestly, this is one of those beats where I would have never thought to sing that kind of melody or use the record like that. And I love this influence because I don't take much influence, but now I'm going to think of things a little differently. Such a great beat. Like, this instrumental was absolutely used to its maximum potential. I don't know how else to explain that because the beat's not that amazing. Let's be real. It's okay. It's a good beat. But the fact that Blxst can just stand out on these records, extremely underrated. I think we're looking at something that we don't know the projection of just yet, and it's going to be a lot bigger the next time around. How do you not go to his tour? He's touring right now. Are y'all going to that? Anyways, Keep Coming Back might be my favorite song on the album. The feature on this record sometimes kind of killed it for me. So I'm going to go to the next one. I don't like this beat very much. It kind of sounds out of key right here.
She a good girl, but the baddest. And whoever tell you different, they was capping. If only you knew you do better. I'm trying to slide on it, baby, like a house shoe. Give me.
Trying to slide like a house shoe? What? Yo, the hook. Every good girl need a savage. Could blow a bag on you, take advantage. Like, it's more about the melody. The songwriting's great, but how do you turn such a crappy beat? No offense, just sounds a little weird, but I love the song. And there's not many artists who can use their vocals as the main instrument, right? Like, a lot of, especially in rap, more so, you can just rely on a beat to ride it and it's listenable, passable. But Blxst will take a barely listenable beat and make it like outstanding. It's like, give me a kick drum and see how badass of a melody I come up with. I love it. His originality is on another level. It really needs a lot more attention. Now this next record, Be For Real, dawg. Be For Real. Super underrated. I like that Blxst is like a female-oriented singer, but can appeal to the male audience so well. It's such a hard trait to possess, and I think it has a lot to do with his lingo, because he's not out here doing falsettos really. You know, his tone's pretty low, but it's what he's talking about at the end of the day. How he's saying it, he's so unique. I'm fanboying out right now.
You got me geeked up. You got one. Act like you don't want me.
Doesn't that sound like Don Toliver with the ad-libs? Yeah. And on top of that, this record is probably the most processed vocals, chops, you know, and he doesn't do much of that. In a stylistic sense, they really picked this one up. His flow and the pattern was so chill that they had to make up for it with a little effects, make it a little better than simple. But for what this record is, it's still really enjoyable. Like, I like listening to this one. There's only a couple songs on the entire project that I might skip.
For real, just be for real, dog. Just be for real. You the type they kill for, the type they kill. Just drop the top down and let it peel. You got me geeked up.
Be for real, dog. Just be for real, right? Like, be upfront, be straight up. You're the type they kill for. Like, why are we causing drama when you don't even know where this could lead to? You never know. Like, dangerous world out here. What a weird way to make a love song that's like dark, passive, and kind of like bouncy, playful. The verses are kind of just describing like how he's feeling, geeked up, you know, probably like in his feelings, in love, like, what are we doing? What's the problem? Everything's great here. And then it's back to causing drama. What are we doing? Interesting. Yeah. Elated love, back to drama and emotions.
Even with all the bridges they burn, I won't switch. Even with all this water we dripping, we won't slip. Yeah, Blxst bad bond in the building, he don't miss.
This is crazy, man, because the verses are so deep, are so melodic, are such great with storytelling that the hook is secondary. How many artists make an album that every hook is good, but on top of that, some of the verses are better than the hooks? It's so nice and impressive. The order of the actual album, like, as I'm talking about this right now, I'm getting chills. Just want to point that out. I never get chills. But the actual order of the track listing, perfect. Talk to Me Nicely. It's starting to come full circle. It makes it very easy listening, because even the songs that I was kind of like not into are spread out. So it forces you to still not mind listening to the whole project. Thus, the reason I made this to begin with. Not many projects I can listen to the whole thing.
I call it how I see it, but never gonna call it quits. I won't, yeah.
I call it how I see it, but never gonna call it quits.
I won't, but what do older niggas I don't even know? Hate it or love it, the underdogs on top. I'm only motivation for ones who don't got no.
Wow. Talk to Me Nicely. Like, I've come up, look at me now. Really, really well written. Honestly gives me chills. Not many songs can make you like reflect like this. And it could have been like a rap record. This could have been anything. Very good storytelling, reflective. I like that I get a little insight into who he is, how he's living life. This is that my life is changing kind of song. It's nice that it's towards the end of the record, because I'm loving the order of all these songs. The last track, Let It Be Known. I replay this one a lot. I don't know if I want to call it my favorite, but this one's pretty good. Let It Be Known. Basically telling you, what are we waiting for?
Expectations grow inside the ones you love the most.
Expectations grow inside the ones you love the most. The man's dropping gems. Are we listening? The last record, and he's leaving you with this.
I'm at that point where it's okay if you don't understand me. Need that unconditional like you get from granny. Just know I kept it solid for I'm gone.
Gotta give before receiving, need some flowers of my own. Just know I kept it solid for I'm gone. Jesus. Dude, I don't get excited for music like this, but wow. I'm so excited by the vulnerability. It really opens my mind to like what is acceptable and what you can say. If it's love, let it be known. What are you scared of? I love the concept. Don't wait too late, pick up the phone. Sheesh, like how many people miss their opportunities every day? And then this isn't the most memorable verses, but I'm still waiting for the hook to repeat because I love the hook on this record. Long story short, This album, Before You Go, Blxst. This album might be my favorite R&B album in the last 10 years. Yeah. I don't know. Who else do I feel this strongly about? Maybe The Dream, Love versus Money. I don't know how many other R&B albums. Justified, Timberlake. It's that smooth. It's that memorable that this feels like a classic. I'm not that drawn to the artwork. I'm not drawn to his image. I'm drawn to his actual talent and his voice and his abilities. Like I said, I get real Don Toliver vibes of like extreme originality that nothing else matters. And it's so unique. I'm starting to just enjoy discovering people that need more attention because Blxst deserves everything he's getting. I hope his trajectory just to the moon. Blxst coin to the moon. Anyways, keep coming back. Let it be known. Every good girl. Talk to me nicely. Never was wrong. How do I pick a favorite? Seriously, this guy is so talented. I am blown away. An excellent overall project. I didn't even know that I needed some like jazz R&B in my life. I want more easy listening records like this. I might even head into that lo-fi realm of like just self-expression and not overthinking instruments so much now. The entire album has just kind of helped me reevaluate how I would approach a lot of songs now. Just, it's okay to say certain things. It's okay to start from a different point of view. And Blxst is extremely unique in the sense of his experiences. I don't know how many people have walked that kind of path. Even if we all are the same in some aspects, Blxst is able to separate himself with how he conveys his emotion. It's extremely impressive. And I could talk about it forever. But I'm going to cut it out there. Blxst, Before You Go. Like and subscribe. Check out this playlist here and hit that notification bell. Drop a comment. What's your favorite record? What did you actually like? What stood out to you? I would love to know. I enjoy these perspectives. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll see y'all next time. Joe Cat, we out. Peace.